marriage, who you have children with, who you date, who you're engaged to, who you cohabitate with, is a political decision. You are with the woman you are with, not merely for who she is, but for what she represents. Michael Jordan married that young white model, not because he loved her, but for what she represented to a blue, black, purple man who was picked on and bullied for his richly melanated skin his whole life. And despite the fact he was Michael Jordan, he saw in that woman an escape from his own color. And when that woman gives birth to his child, he will be happy that my baby ain't as black as I am. The interracial marriage, the miscegenation, is nothing more than a self-inflicted genocidal campaign by black men to lighten up their DNA because they can't stand what their mothers look like. I would never condemn the white woman. She ain't done nothing to me. It ain't her fault. It's our fault for running away from our own women. She was good enough for you in slavery, but she ain't good enough for you now. She was good enough for you in Jim Crow, but she ain't good enough for you now. She was good enough to lick your wounds during the Black Power movement, but now she ain't good enough for you no more. Right. Really now? Up until 1957, 67, you weren't even allowed to marry a white woman in certain states. And ever since the Supreme Court overturned interracial marriage, black men been marrying outside of their race more than the men of every other race in America put together. So there's no way in hell you can convince me that's purely about love, because if it is, explain to me, brother, why is it you seem to have jungle fever more than everybody else put together? It is a self-hate. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know some sisters got issues. Get on her damn nerves, she'll put your business in the street. I know this. I know my sister. You don't treat her right at the end of the year, she'll sell your social at tax time. I know she can get bucked, but so can you. And if she can put up with your ass, you can put up with hers. We in this together. We family. If one rise, we all rise. If one fall, we all fall. We got to get our cultural glue back that once held us together. The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, great black leader of the 19th century, the one who paved the way for every other leader after him, who didn't give him credit after they stole his ideas. He said, if the black men and women are not careful, he said, if you are not careful, you will drink in all the poison of Western civilization and you will die from the effects of it.
That's right.
The public school in the black community is an economic stimulus package to unemployed white folks.
Right.
Right. That's right. That's right. I know good black folk who would love to be a teacher for America. I know a lot of brothers with bachelor's degrees looking for a job. They would love to go into the classroom, but they don't get hired. Your oppressor will never give you the tools to overcome his control over you. And that's why our children are never schooled in the arts of power. Our children are never schooled in the arts of economic domination. Our children are never schooled in the arts of military takeover. The stuff that makes the world go round, your child ain't taught none of it. Right. They give them Anne Frank, Helen Keller, Christopher Columbus, Star Spangled Banner, the Pledge of Allegiance, and President Obama. After the black boy is put on, the next thing is juvenile incarceration, juvenile detention centers, special schools for the disciplinary kids, right? This is called pre-prison. We setting them up. In many states, the child can't even go back to school after they get out of juvenile placement. You got to go to twilight school. You can go a couple hours at night, and we might let you leave with a diploma. Only 1 out of every 4 black boys in America graduates from high school right now. That's it, 1 out of 4. Why do we need a new GED test? I'll tell you why. Because they had to come up with another strategy to intensify the failure of black males, to justify the subsequent incarceration because they no longer need black people for the economic order of America to function. That's what the Mexican is for. Why do you think all this talk about immigration on CNN today? I'm sitting in the hotel. Immigration, the Mexicans, the Latinos. You know what this is about? They said President Obama moved unilaterally without the new Congress. How could you just make a decision and let the immigrants in and you didn't even talk to the new Congress? I'll tell you why. Because the business of America is business. They tell Obama what to do. And the corporations of America said we need more workers and we don't want to hire the black ones. Because if we hire the black ones, we got to pay them a certain wage because they know their rights. But if you let the Mexicans sneak over, we could pay them under the table. The Mexican and Latino are here to take your place, which is why you must resist the attempt to fall for the multicultural identity crisis. Exactly. They're trying to convince every African in America to put down your blackness and pick up the banner of multicultural. Sir, you need to form a coalition with Arabs and Asians and East Indians and Native Americans and Latinos and Mexicans, all of whom can't stand your black coalition with other brown people and fight as a unit of multiculturals against the white power structure. Hell to the no. Because even though they are non-white folk, they are just as racist as white folk, and every one of them participated in our oppression one way or the other. That's right. Including your so-called Native Americans, who some of y'all love. Every black person got some Indian in their family. But did you know all 5 of the major tribes fought with the Confederacy against the Union? Did you know many of the Native American Indian tribes had slaves of their own? And are you aware that most of them that have casinos right now passed regulations that said no black person, whether you got Native in your blood or not, can claim any part of the inheritance on their reservation. And you want to be a Native American. Black folks, they trying to be something they not. You will find that you got an Irish grandmother and you would paint your house green. Tell me I'm wrong. A black person finding out they got white blood is like a black person hitting the damn lot. Guess what? I'm half Portuguese. They won't even let your ass on a Portuguese airplane. I'm not African. I'm not African American. I'm just an American. Well, I know my ancestors came from Africa, but I don't know where they come from. But I do know that my roots run through Louisiana. So what you're trying to tell me, Ms. Raven Simone, is because your ass don't know your history, you cease to be what you really are. Everybody trying to run from blackness. That's why the United States Census, they gave us all these new designees on the census now. You can be multiracial, biracial, Latino, Pacific East Islander, Southeast Asian, and all of them is black by another name. That's it. My ancestor, Frederick Douglass, was the product of a... Did anybody ever call him biracial in his 75 years of life? No. Hell no. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, Stephen Bailey, his brother, the product of a... Did anybody ever call Grandpa Stephen biracial? Hell no. He was Negro like the rest of us, but now in 2014, we done got sophisticated. And nobody's seeing any pride in being black no more, so we want to escape under other labels. Listen to me. You don't suffer for what you call yourself. You suffer for what you do not do for yourself. A lot of us think we can outname ourselves out of oppression. But I'm a Hebrew, I'm a Moor, I'm a Nawapian, I'm a this, I'm a that. I have no problem with none of the labels. But please don't think for one moment that the white man sees your ass any bit different because you got a new vowel in your name. We all in the same boat. Yes, sir. And we need to stop trying to run away from it because it ain't changing. Same thing, bro. We done been through every strategy we could potentially use to be accommodated, amalgamated, integrated into America. We done changed our names, we done changed our religion. Black women still changing their hair. Ain't nothing changed yet.
Woo! I asked the question, what do you benefit of being with a white woman? More importantly, I ask the question like this. In this day and age, what do you benefit being with a black woman? We'll wait. We will wait. Meantime, in between time, smash the like button, like and subscribe to the channel. Right now, Sharon and his goony buffooneries are up there right now talking about why NFL, and you might as well throw in NBA players, are going out with white, are seeking white privilege, being with a white woman. Why is it benefit? What is the benefit of being with a white woman when your millions are going to be taken away from you? One wrong move, and your benefits will be taken away from you. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a 20. When you go to all these colleges, it's 20-1. It's 20-1 that you're gonna ever stand it to a white woman. Okay, but does it make it right for a brother to be even gawking at a white woman? There was a time you couldn't even do that. Don't you understand? Don't you understand that there was a time and a place where you couldn't even sniff a white woman? To them, the sin of the wages of sin is death. To them. Oh, but nowadays, because we got the laws, the statutes, we got the civil rights movement, and we had Martin Luther King. Now, we go any white woman we please, man. We can bust nuts in them. Some of y'all Negroes are so pathetic. Especially with all who was in the Sharon group, not everybody in Sharon. But let me tell you the story. I put in the chat when Brownsville was cooking. He was cooking, telling young black brothers the truth about how they act, about how they I don't want to say exactly suffer. How they put themselves in the position to fail. And the only thing they are capable of doing is blaming the black woman for their failures, their struggles. And they see a black woman coming up. It's not just because of the white man, the white man's influence. It's because they want to go to college. They want to get educated. A black girl growing up is way smarter and way more intelligent. It's always been that way. Always been that way. But you don't like it. You don't like it and you don't respect it because you say, how? How? Well, I'll tell you how. Some of you, it's not all the way your fault that, number one, you're being miseducated. Number one, you're not giving the benefits. You're not giving the benefits, or you're not giving the proper etiquette on how to become more than just a regular worker. They don't want to give you that because they don't want you to be competitive. And it's not just the doctors, lawyers, whatever. Hey, Just Jazzy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. New subscriber. It's not just being a doctor, being a lawyer. Those are small time positions. You're afraid to become, no, not afraid. You're lazy. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. You're lazy. You don't want to become the carpenters. You don't want to become the HVAC specialists. You don't want to become the plumbers. You want to become these NBA players. Anybody can become an NBA player. It's a 1% chance that you're going to be picked and the 1% chance that you're going to survive in the NBA. Everybody is going to be in the NBA. Everybody's struggling in the NFL. One ACL tear away will destroy your dream. And then what do you have to fall back on? What is your first baby? What is your first? The first thing you should be dreaming on is what can I get full time? What can I fall back on just in case this doesn't work? How about becoming a lawyer? How about becoming a judge? How about becoming a prosecutor? How about becoming, well, I don't want to say president because presidents are bought, paid, and sold. Just like your mayors, your governors, shit like that. But the purpose of this is, who do you benefit from the most? Do you benefit from white women or do you benefit from black women? You always need that stuff, exactly. So who do you benefit from the most? White women, they know how to shut the fuck up when you talk. When a black woman speak, they treat us like shit. Fuck them black women. Your insecurity means nothing to me. But, like I said, Brownsville was over there. He's married to a black woman. He went over there, and the first thing these Negroes did was kick him off. You see, I got to explain the bounty situation. Anytime you have a bounty, they put a bounty up just because they don't like what you say. You know, anybody can put some money up to bounce you off, right? Which is fine to me because I can give a damn less because none of you Negroes have anything intelligent to say. Y'all always have excuses. So he comes back up, right? He comes back up, and the next thing you know, he is speaking truth to facts. I'll have to find it, put it up. Here we go. Now, remind you, he got kicked off the show, right? He got kicked off. He got booted off the show for telling these Negroes the truth about who they are. And of course, I gave him props, and then Uncle Tom, which he need to change that name. Uncle Tom needs to change his name to Sambo ass nigga. Talking about I'm a dick ride. Okay. I mean, I would be his daddy nigga, but Adolf Hitler beat me to it. Marinate on that. But anyway, I just want to put up this clip a little bit. Just to let you know how a real brother acts, how a real brother conducts himself.
It's a 5-minute walk. Right. So oh man, I can go play ball at LSU, right? Go play under the lights, do my thing. But I can go give me a LSU, right? Go play under the lights, do my thing. But I
allow y'all to have the conversation, but all y'all was doing was rambling like y'all at a fucking bar. Y'all not having a conversation.
Brownsville, the middle brother right here wearing something on his head. I don't know what you wearing, but okay.
Yeah. It was 5 minutes. It's 2 minutes. I know we trying to hear a conversation, not
town. That's why I use Florida State and LA.
Fuck my conversation.
Brownsville talking about, right? Because Brownsville are exposing all of y'all cheap tactics, all of y'all tricks, traps, and snares, right? Because what this conversation boils down to is it boils down to loyalty, right? And we understand that there's nobody more loyal on the planet Earth than a black woman. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. There's nobody more loyal on planet Earth than a black woman. But the problem is the most unloyal people on the planet Earth are black men. Because y'all don't want to take accountability. Y'all don't want to take responsibility. Y'all don't want to have an honest conversation and recognize that you guys are the problem, right? Because y'all lack self-esteem. Y'all lack the courage to just say to yourself, well, we got to raise our standards, right? You see, back in the 60s, when we had a proper value system, we had a culture, we had unity, right? Because number one in the value system was God, right? But when y'all decided to remove God from the top of your value system and replace it with sex, that's all y'all care about. So when y'all
keep cooking, boy, keep cooking.
I'll go to college. The few of y'all that do go to college and playing for a sport, y'all just chasing tail instead of trying to figure out who you are and do something better for your own culture, right? So we got to understand and come to some real truths around here and stop trying to silence a truth teller. But y'all don't want to be exposed. Y'all don't want to be highlighted in this fashion. Y'all just want to get on these panels, talk about yin yang nothing, and then denigrate and disrespect black women, right? Because a lot of y'all don't even respect your own black mothers, right? I've seen men come on these panels, disrespect their own mother, call their own mother a whore. So the same thing y'all do to these women on these panels, y'all doing to your own family members. And what I'm telling y'all to do is stand up, reevaluate your value system, get some real standards in your life, and be a real man and be willing to have a genuine conversation for once, right? Stop hiding behind this whole YouTube stuff situation.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Wait. This was so good. This was so good. I got to hear it again.
Right? Because y'all lack self.
Get to your point.
Oh man, let me.
He just waved off what the fuck I was just saying. Like, fuck what I'm talking about.
No, he answered your question.
Overall, god damn.
I knew it was coming. Go ahead.
Brother who lift women up rather than spend $20 to take care of their kids and pay extra child support. Or spend $20 to send their mothers a Mother's Day they give. You know Mother's Day is right around the corner, Rim Brothers, but y'all not working.
By the way, Mahogany, I will be dealing with Hank in due time. Trust me. That is one lonely nigga. Hank is one lonely country ass nigga who is benefiting off the back of this sorry, no good ass. Because the only thing he has to rely on is his hand. So don't. I'm here. No, I spoke to Hank. We made up. That's my brother too. That's my brother, but I'm gonna have to, just like any brother, I'm gonna have to give him a professional butt whooping. He's always gonna be my brother, but I'm gonna have to give him a professional butt whooping. It's like, you see, you never, ever talk to a black woman like that. You get some respect. Respect becomes respect. You show respect, she'll show respect to you right back. Don't worry, he knows me. He knows me and I know him. He knows how I am and I know how he is. Black man unfiltered. We done made up. We cool. What's the other boy's name? Mantrell, we made up, we cool. I was over there in this live and everything is everything. But in still, yes, of course we know each other. Of course. We like neighbors out the old block. You know how that is. But I still got to give him a virtual ass whooping. That's my brother. But anyway, Mahogany, I got to hear this from a real black man. I got to hear this again. This is so good. I'm dancing on my feet right now.
Worried about that. Y'all worried about what Brownsville talking about, right? Because Brownsville are exposing all of y'all cheap tactics, all of y'all tricks, traps, and snares, right? Because what this conversation boils down to is it boils down to loyalty, right? And we understand that there's nobody more loyal on the planet Earth than a black woman. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. There's nobody more loyal on planet Earth than a black woman. But the problem is the most unloyal people on the planet Earth are black men. Because y'all don't want to take accountability. Y'all don't want to take responsibility. Y'all don't want to have an honest conversation and recognize that you guys are the problem, right? Because y'all lack self-esteem. Y'all lack the courage to just say to yourself, well, we got to raise our standards, right? You see, back in the 60s, when we had a proper value system, we had a culture, we had unity, right? Because number one in the value system was God, right? But when y'all decide to remove God from the top of your value system and replace it with sex, that's all y'all care about. So when y'all go to college, the few of y'all that do go to college and playing for a sport, y'all just chasing tail instead of trying to figure out who you are and do something better for your own culture, right? So we got to understand and come to some real truths around here and stop trying to silence a truth teller. But y'all don't want to be exposed. Y'all don't want to be highlighted in this fashion. Y'all just want to get on these panels, talk about yin yang nothing, and then denigrate and disrespect black women, right? Because a lot of y'all don't even respect your own black mothers, right? I've seen men come on this panel, disrespect their own mother, call their own mother a whore. So the same thing y'all do to these women on these panels, y'all doing to your own family members. And what I'm telling y'all to do is stand up, reevaluate your value system, get some real standards in your life, and be a real man and be willing to have a genuine conversation for once, right? Stop hiding behind this whole YouTube stuff, situations. Be honest, have an honest conversation, and just recognize and say, well, you know what? Yes, my standards are all messed up, all jacked up. I don't know how to be a real man. I need to learn. I wasn't taught by my parents. Just be honest about the situation and stop trying to blame all of your degeneracy on a black woman when you know it's you who are the main culprits of this problem, right? So the reason why these football players are going to college and they're dating these white women instead of finding a good black queen, because the black queens are going to college, the black men ain't going to college, right? You go into the houses of worship, you're not gonna find many black men there, but you know who you're gonna find? Black women, right? Because black men are very undisciplined, right? And that's the same way in these colleges, right? They're very undisciplined, right? And they don't have a sense of culture because their fathers, instead of teaching them how to be a black man and what's important about the culture, the fathers are spending their time in the strip clubs and in the brothels and not taking care of their own black queen, right? So their sons are going to school and they not knowing anything about their culture. They're not knowing how to be a black man. So they're gravitating to their lusts, right? So have a real genuine conversation, Hank, Big West. Y'all stepping on these panels, disrespecting black women and blaming black women for all of y'all misdeeds. Y'all got to stop that coward stuff, man. Have a real genuine conversation Be a man, be a leader, and let's get to some real things, man. Peace and love.
Can you feel that?
Wait, I gotta change it. I gotta change it. Oh no, I gotta change this shit. Give me a second. That was flames. Go! Bravo! Tell him so. And of course, coming alongside of that, this nigga Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom loves to be governed. I hate Negroes. I always have. I don't like black women, so I go out with white women. I'm Uncle Tom. that don't even rhyme. But either way, I still ask the question. What do you fools, let me turn this down a little bit. What do you fools up there who think it's okay? I don't see nothing wrong with being with white women. I don't see nothing wrong with being with white women. A white woman never did anything to me. A white woman, they talk nice. They talk nice to us. They don't never do anything to us. But when it comes to a black woman, I can barely get a sandwich now. Y'all so independent and so thoughtful. Y'all just having opinions about everything. Y'all just need to shut the fuck up. Go in there and make me a sandwich. Go in there and make me a sandwich. Get me a beer. That's what a white woman would do. A white woman will give me a turkey and a mayonnaise sandwich. I think most of you Negroes have forgotten what it took for 1 to 10 million people who got murdered by white supremacists. You don't know what it took for a whole bunch of people to put you in position to build your own. Build your own infrastructure. Build your own help. Build your own. I'll even take it in the distant future. Build your own malls. Build your own establishments. Build your own supermarkets. Build your own what was it? Just airplanes, airports, whatever. Create your own. You create your own podcast every day, y'all. You do that every single day, and you get on these airways every single day. I can understand it. You won't address it. They will, but they'll address y'all every day. They'll address black women every day. But as soon as this white bitch gonna come over and tell black women how to act, how to dress, how to approach a black man, how to be with a black man, you stand still. You stand firmly by and don't say nothing. The sister soldiers of the world are gone. The Dr. Francis Cress Wilsons of the world are gone. Umar's the only one left for now. until somebody rises up and said enough is enough. Because guess what? As your culture changes, you fade. The original black man and black woman, they're no longer a priority anymore. Do you know that? I'll say it again. Black man and black woman, the original black man and black woman, you're no longer a thing anymore. You're a thing of the past. Culture is changing now. You're changing your hairstyle just to be like a white boy. You're just changing your look just to be like a white boy. Women are changing their looks just to be like a white woman. And you're mingling now. You're mingling now. Just to be with this person, be with that person, just because they think you're cool. And you're wondering why you're getting faded out in existence. Oh, but don't worry. Don't worry. Does anybody, Negroes, hey, even the people in the clouds, hey, dumbass niggas, does anybody remember this?
Well, a grand jury in Mississippi today declined to indict the white woman whose accusations set off the lynching of Emmett Till nearly 70 years ago. Carolyn Bryant Dunham, now 88, initially claimed that Till made unwanted advances towards her at her family's grocery store. It led to the brutal torture and lynching of the 14-year-old. The prosecutor said the grand jury found insufficient evidence to charge Dunham.
14-year-old boy. A 14-year-old kid brutally murdered by these two white supremacists relative to this ugly ass white woman, right? He said, geez, that was 40, 50 years ago. I don't care. It should remain in your minds today. But just so in love with pussy, it's ridiculous. You're just so in love with pussy. You'll go ahead and fuck the drywall if you wanted to. You'll fuck the couch. You'll just fuck anything with a hole in it. You'll fuck the thing on the car if you would. The exhaust pipe. You stick your dick in a exhaust pipe if you wanted to. The only thing that you're so concerned about is money and pussy. Black women, I don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all, but y'all need to get it to fucking together. If I'm getting on y'all asses too. What do you benefit from being with a white man? Things are different now. How different are they? Just because your laws have changed, just because your economics have changed, it ain't for you. Oh, but you know, I take that part back. It is for you, but guess what? The families have decreased. Families, the black families, the original black families have decreased, and the other families have increased. Interracial couples, interracial weddings have increased. Like I said, there's no original black man and woman anymore, even though I do have the eye test, and every time I go around, there are black couples like ever before, but this is just one city. You have to look overall in totality at your surroundings and stop going on YouTube and listen to these bums. It does not benefit you to listen to a whole bunch of bums who are scared of white folks and are mainly tired of black women. Black women, you too independent. Who gonna check me, boo? I can do all bad all by myself. I don't want no scrubs. Yada, 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 yada. The sexy reds of the world done showed sexy red ain't shit. That's what we don't want. Even the Suki Hanas, Dr. Umar, my brother and all, I still question about that situation about you and Suki Hana. But I'm gonna keep that in my pocket for right now, my brother. She says she was pan, she ain't pan shit. That dumb bitch ain't Pan-African. She may be African, but she ain't Pan-African. She ain't benefiting nothing but, I don't know. But she said she at 1 minute she's changed, and then the next minute she's back at it again. If you're going to be Pan-African, your whole demeanor must change. But you're so blinded by the world. You're so blinded by benefits. You're so blinded by this money, this printed paper that is so outdated. Money is outdated. They're digital now. This world is going to go digital. All because of 6 countries. 6 countries. One of them, Africa, Russia, China, Libya. I don't even know who the rest are. But all 6 countrymen, all 6 ambassadors came up with an idea. This money is useless. This printed paper is useless. So we're gonna go. They're trying to find the current trying to find the current currency to go into. And right now, you're just gonna go digital. That's why you have Bitcoin. But here's the thing I will say about Bitcoin. If it's not physically in my hand, like a piece of gold or a piece of silver, which you should be getting and should be benefiting from. You should be keeping your gold. You should be keeping your silver just in case. Gold, you can melt down. Silver, y'all don't know and don't care. Everything's pussy, 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 pussy. Dick, 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 dick. Money, 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 money. No one is building anything structurally.
Earlier, we need to start our own black political union or our own black political party. The most honorable Marcus Garvey, in his days in New York City, he started the Black People's Political Union. Right. Because I'm of the opinion you don't necessarily need a party. Now, in Jackson, you can have a party because you're in the majority. Right. Wherever we're in the majority, do the party because you can win. Right. If you're not in the majority, do the union so you can influence whoever does win. Okay. As long as Democrats know they get our vote no matter what, as long as Republicans know they don't no matter what, will never be taken seriously by either candidate. That's right. It's like walking into a supermarket and paying for groceries that you haven't even taken off the shelf yet. That's exactly what we do every election. Look at President Joe Biden. President Joe Biden, 1 year before the election, said that the #1 civil rights issue in America was transgender equality. He tweeted this 1 year before he got elected. Black people didn't say nothing. We voted him in the office. What was the first thing he did when he took office? He passed the transgender equality bill.
I think that happened because everybody was sick of Trump, okay? And they were just like, whatever he says, you know.
But that's our problem because we reduced the machine of racism to individuals.
Right.
Racism is not an individual. Donald Trump is not racism. He is a racist, but he is not the system. What they have done to Black people's political demise, if they have brainwashed us and convinced us that racism is a individual personality disorder. It is not. Racism is a group system developed by white people to disenfranchise all Black people so they can control resources, opportunities, and privileges. All white people are racist. Everyone. Everyone. There's no white person who's not a racist. Let me finish this point.
Okay, go ahead.
When I say all white people are racist, that doesn't mean that they're all bigots. There's a difference between being a racist and a bigot. A bigot, I hate you because you're African. A bigot, I want to kill you if I can. A bigot, you're the N-word to me. A bigot is emotionally committed to your destruction because you are Black. The racist is committed to control of the resources and opportunities and privileges that you need in order to survive. In other words, I can like Black people and still be a racist. Because my racism is not about hating you. It's not about something being wrong with Africa. It's not about
your brother is addicted to the bunny. Send him to the bunny.
Sorry, that was the wrong video. That was the wrong video. My bad.
Bunny Brigade. Send his ass to the ice storm. Send him to the snowstorm. Don't try to save your brother. Give him to the Snow Bunny Mafia. Let that Negro go free. It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip.
First of all, he don't even know what to do with all that. She need an unapologetically African alpha male to handle that. He can't handle that. He don't even know what to do with that.
If you are not Black, and if your mate ain't Black, you're not coming to my convention.
Let me read this title, y'all. You're not pro-Black if you're dating white women. My enemies are sending white women to set me up. Man,
look, okay. I don't take Dr. Umar serious because I've seen too many clips of him being too funny. Like at first, he was almost on a Charleston level. On he'd get on live and make fun of people. So I just don't know if he's serious, but at the same time,
they say he's actually a doctor.
Yeah, I guess, bro. Well,
Where do you
get a degree? Let's see. Yeah, let's look that up.
Like, he must.
Let's look that up. Yeah, I don't know. You can put a doctor.
Shit, I'm a doctor, goddammit. Dr. Take Glory.
Okay, yeah, he graduated from Millersville University.
PhD.
Yeah. In psychology. Yeah, well.
That's Wikipedia, bro. I'm gonna be honest though,
y'all. Oh damn.
Even though
school
is just following directions, y'all. Unless you choose
bro.
a hard
I don't
major.
think he's serious, bro. But he might.
I gotta see a picture, bro.
I think he's serious. I think he is too.
It's no picture of him.
I think
on
he's
the
racist
diploma.
towards white people.
He gotta have. It's a picture. It had to be a picture of him on the diploma, bro.
Yeah.
How can we be racist towards white people, you idiot? Oh, now that you think that you're no. Most of these Negroes here, these three so far, because the brother to the left haven't said anything. These Negroes here think that they're free, not knowing they're underneath the system. Quite interesting.
But after this picture right here, it's all I need to see right here.
Let me see.
He got a suit on with a fitted cap. I don't know, guys, but we do have somebody working up, like we said, Charleston White, on Dr. Umar to get him on the channel. That would be so funny. So, I mean, it's on Twitter.
Yeah, that's just what we need. A Negro challenging Dr. Umar. He's not the first and he won't be the last. That's just what we need. A Negro who hates himself, who just wants attention, who I can't take serious, wants to challenge the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Sure, let's have it. Let's see who comes up on top.
It's been a thing on all social media platforms. It's been a thing that people are saying if you're a mixed child, you're not black.
Yeah, they trying to say you
Which,
biracial.
I mean, you're mixed, so I can't really argue with that.
You
But,
can't.
Hey, I'm mixed, y'all, so I'm not mad, man.
I don't know, man. But
You are not mixed, you idiot.
let's see what he say, though.
Some people said I seen on Twitter saying he's black is that's racist.
You know what I actually thought yesterday? Name a conservative on social media that's black that doesn't have a white girlfriend or wife.
That doesn't?
Yeah, or husband. Candace Owen, OT.
That's only two I know, though.
No, I just had another one. Damn, who did I think about?
Well, hold on.
Who did I have? Oh, damn, I just thought about one.
It's something out there, bro. They
No,
probably
it's definitely something out there.
It's so crucified, to speak out about it,
And I feel like a lot of black women get mad about
conservatism.
Not that, like
a
a black man that likes white women. A lot of times, a black woman will be offended by that. Almost not offended.
I don't know why.
Speaking from experience here, y'all. If a black girl comes up to me and be like, "Oh, you like white girls," and I'll be like, I like all girls. Like they'll almost like say that I'm wrong for that, and I'll be like,
Well, at least he can't. Well, at least he told the truth. At least. So, you like all girls? Yeah. Okay. Cool. No problem.
Like, well, I don't understand that, man.
A kill is a kill.
All right, let's see what he says. We can go on and on about this. Let's see what he says.
Can you be pro-black if you're married to a white woman, and can you be pro-black if you biracial?
Okay, let me take the second question. Can you be pro-black? And I hate the word pro-black, but can you be pro-black if you mix race? Of course you can. I don't take any issue with the mixed race African. For me, it's a two-pronged test. Number one, are you biologically African? Are you the direct descendant of African people? Do you have a black parent? If you do, and you identify with the race, I accept you as a brother or sister, no different than anybody else. So for me, there's no issue for mixed race Africans. Many of my heroes were mixed race Africans. You see, it's even been suggested that the great Nat Turner might have been a mixed race African. Bob Marley was a mixed race African. Booker T. Washington was a mixed race African.
What?
So we don't take issue with that because we're not responsible for how we got here. And our mothers on the plantation had no control over who decided to rape her that night. You understand? So we do not reject the children.
They actually have like a show on Netflix, and it was showing Booker T. Washington. They had the most light-skinned brother I've ever seen in my life. I was actually shocked. I had to pause this episode.
For real?
Yeah, because it was like a lady trying to get like a sponsorship for her salon. It was like showing like a long time ago, and it was the people trying to get like sponsorships from Booker T. And I'm talking about, bro, he was like Logic.
Wow.
The guy in the show though, but
wow.
That didn't mess me up though.
That's crazy.
Like, share, subscribe. Hell, become a member. Become a member of Loc Nation University. Loc Nation University. Ah, damn, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all.
Mothers on the plantation had no control over who decided to rape her that night. You understand? So we do not reject the children. If you identify, though, that's the key, because you do have mixed race Africans who say, I'm not black, I'm multicultural, I'm multiracial. If they come with that nonsense, I reject them because what you're telling me is you don't want to be in with us. You understand? So if they are coming with any ideology or identity other than black African, so be it. You don't want to be a part of this, no problem. I'm not trying to claim you. Go on your way. But if you say, listen, I'm black, I know I'm black. Yes, my mama is white. Yes, my daddy might be white, but my mom is black. My dad is black. I'm black. I've been black my whole life. I know that's how the world sees me. That's how I see myself. Get in where you fit in.
So he's basically saying if you choose being black over white, then he accepts you.
I just don't think
Is that not what
when
he
we
said?
come into races,
That's pretty much what
I'm
he
not
said.
getting. Why is everything the word identify?
Yeah, why does it matter?
Which race do you identify with?
But you got to keep it 100. You got to classify people in a certain,
No, but saying classifying and identifying is different. Like my identity, I have to be I'm just me.
Like it's white Africans. Like it's kind of like.
And that's the problem that we run into Each and every single day. I'm just me. Who are you? I'm me. Who are you? Your Wapians know who they are. Not the Hispanics. What am I talking about? Homo sapiens know that they're Homo sapien. The Moors know that they're Moors. And they know where they come from. Did you know that the United States of America is originally Morocco? I'm going to say it again. Did you know that the United States of America is originally Morocco? Did you know in the United States of America that the original black man, the original African was here? They migrated everywhere. Even before the Native Americans. America wasn't even America, but never mind. Let's continue.
Like saying like a guy that's white that that wears a lot of black nationality things like him, he won't.
And that's another thing. Colorism. They treated you like they treated the girls, right? In I think grade school. Yeah, it started in grade school. Like they put up the doll right next to you, and they say, "You're the color of this doll. This is an ugly looking doll." But then they put up the white doll and they say, "I want to be just like that doll." That's how they get at your children. But you don't see that. And then they put up they put you in place of a coloring crayon and say that you're black. You know what the original word black means, you idiots? It means pale. So you're gonna go around pale facing. Let's continue.
Accept him in this group. I feel like it's kind of messed up.
Like Elon Musk is an African, but we don't call him a American African or African.
He ain't African. Just because he's from South Africa, it doesn't mean he's an African. The fuck?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But no, it's just not funny to y'all though. Like
that don't be weird to
Well, I mean,
y'all.
he's from Africa.
He was
why
born.
would we call him American African?
Or his parents, because the parents was from America, probably. You know?
No,
But
his parents are from South Africa.
They're from South Africa. Okay, so what they call him, a white African?
I think so. Yeah, a white African.
I guess.
They call him an African American.
Who's not American?
He's not American. He married his parents was there.
Does he not have citizenship and live in America?
I don't know if he has citizenship, but either
way, he got citizenship.
So
either way, though, he would just be
exactly.
Technically, from where he's born, he would be a white African.
There's white people in South Africa.
But look though, and then that's why I don't like. I think it's just we think too deep into this shit because
we do.
Technically, if we were to call a true African American, well, then that would be me because my dad was born in Africa and my mom was born in America.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'd be African American. So if you were so technically, y'all just American.
We don't know what we are.
I'm gonna call myself.
Your descendants are from Africa, but with white people, they don't say. White people just say they're American, but their descendants aren't from America. Their descendants are from Ireland or England or wherever. So they don't identify as. They just say they're American. So if you're born in America, you just American.
Well, I'm just saying I'm a black American, man. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
what-
I don't know where I'm from. You know?
Yeah. I thought I was solid apparently.
Like, my great grandmother and them was Native American.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
technically could be more Native American than I
You
could
don't
be
even
African.
really know for
So
real.
I just say, I'm black. You know, so
Yeah.
all these
It's too
We think
deep.
categorized
bro.
and stuff.
That's
and-
why I don't think we should identify. Like we identify gender now. We identify race. We identify this. We identify that.
No, but seriously though, when y'all hear this guy,
Black
is
American.
it not funny? Like, or
It-
y'all like
it-
seriously like, is it
it-
bothering y'all?
No, it doesn't bother me.
This light-skinned Negro really hates himself. I would tell you to drink a cup of bleach, but you too good for that. Most of these Negroes right here really hate themselves. All of them do. You don't want to identify as anything. even though the government is going to ask for your identification, and when you sign an application, it's like, I identify as me. You ain't gonna see that on there. You're gonna put African American or Black American. You're not gonna put there, oh, I'm just me. I don't want to identify all these things, race and gender. I don't want to be identified. Well, don't ask for reparations then. Stop asking for fucking reparations. You fucking Manolo niggas. Fuck y'all and the horse you rode in on. Just turn in your black cards and go on the other side of the fence.
It doesn't bother me at all. Because I've been seeing this dude, so I already know what he on.
But is he not funny though?
Like him.
Is he not funny to y'all?
I think
Like,
it's
it just
funny
seems
sometimes.
It's
Sometimes
just
I think,
hilarious.
Sometimes I think he's a little too critical.
It's
It's kind
hilarious.
of divisive.
I
Sometimes
heard he'd be
It's very. It does, I feel like it's very.
It's very
he
divisive.
wants to,
He's very.
But it's not a humor.
This is what the young see. This is what I asked the question. I asked the question earlier, and no one dares to answer it. What do you benefit from the black woman versus the white woman? It's the same thing as asking, what do you benefit from the black race and the white race? What do you benefit? Does she look good? Well, let's start with the white woman. Does she look good? Does she smell good? Does she taste good? Does she treat you well? What? We're trying to figure that out. What? What is it? I would like to know. What do you benefit from the black woman? Does she look good? Does she taste good? Nah. Let's do the opposite. Does she talk too much? Does she work? Does she talk herself out of some D? Is she too independent? What? I would like to know. Others would what we would like to know. Because the more further this goes, the more our true identity fades. And the ones that are left are going to remain. And the ones that are by themselves, the ones that are just so confused and so like, oh, we don't identify as anything. You know that's the advantages the white power structure has brought you with, right? They done fixed it so you don't have to identify yourself. You don't even know who you are anymore. The devil is the master of confusion. And you are benefiting from his mastery, his devilishness. You're benefiting from that by not identifying who you truly are. That hair, that melanin skin. You don't identify as that. And you don't want to, because you basically are saying, we are the world. But the world at one point did not love you, did not like you, did not respect. They don't respect you now, asshole. Because you still got the Dred Scott case. You still got you still haven't gotten rid of the Dred Scott decision. Which means no rights of a black man or white man does not have to respect. Just paraphrasing. At one point, it was the Jim Crow laws. And ultimately, everybody forgets the Willie Lynch letter. Willie Lynch doesn't exist. Neither does it may. Do you see what's going on here? They're tearing away from our brothers and sisters. They're tearing away from each other. Brother versus brother. Old man versus young man. Young man versus old man. Black man versus black woman. You want to get into some vanilla pudding. I'm just keeping on Snow Bunny. I love my Snow Bunny. I love my Snow Bunny. I love Jessica. Jessica keeps me warm at night. I can pull her hair. I can smack her. I can spit on her. I can smack her and say, "Take that, you white bitch," and she won't say anything about it. If I do it to a sister, man, she'll knock my head off. This ain't gonna stop me. You think that shit's gonna stop me? Huh? You think that bullshit that you just did, YouTube, is gonna stop me? We can take it out on the streets. We can take it out wherever we want. Fuck YouTube. Don't try to disconnect me when I'm speaking the truth. You don't want the truth. You just want whatever the fuck you want to believe in. Because you did it to you did it to us. You did it to our people. You're the one that put us in the situation that we're in right now. None of you motherfuckers benefit from anything. You stole everything from us. And you're going to try to silence my voice? Well, fuck you. Fuck you and everything you stand for. We will continue to rise. We will continue to stand up for what we believe in as real Africans. Pan-Africanism will rise and will continue. Fuck about a goddamn app. Apps don't do anything but blind you from the real situations, from the real things we should be doing as a people. Once you learn that, you're better off. But until we psychologically deal with our issues, there will be no further, there's going to be nothing more to discuss. It starts with self.
Because I don't take him serious. But he's dead ass serious.
I would say his delivery is humorous, but I don't think his intent is to be funny at all. I think he's being dead serious. Yeah. And the fact that he's serious kind of takes the humor out of it.
No, his
delivery is definitely.
Does everything have to be so fucking funny? Oh, you're so funny. Everything is so goddamn funny to these young motherfuckers. Everything has to be funny. Nothing is funny when you're getting your ass kicked by police. Nothing is funny when you have a 19-year-old girl being decapitated and having her body scattered all over Milwaukee. Her legs torn apart. Her torso torn apart. Her head being cut off. There's nothing funny about that. But y'all young niggas be funny all fucking day. All day you want to laugh and play all day long. I'm going to sit here and play PlayStation. I'm going to be on my computer. I'm going online and talking this goofy shit. Y'all the real goofies. I dare you to share this to somebody.
Funny.
Because we see over, we don't just people who look up to him and think he knows all and all that, like they see it. He's spitting that real.
No, because
I
think he's an intelligent come on man. That bit with some crazy facts that you think we don't know if they're facts or not. But
yeah, but either way,
mind blowing.
Yeah, just because you study some facts, that don't mean I need to follow you and your ideas.
No, no, definitely not.
Yeah,
definitely
you want to know what I just thought about it?
I just want to see the rest of the video.
You know what
honestly.
when we watch that Breakfast Club? How do you know a black person cop a Mercedes? Because when you buy a car, you don't put do you put your race in when you cop a car? Remember when he had that percent about the Mercedes?
I don't know.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Who, him? That's a good question. Where did the data come from?
Can you remember he was talking about majority of black people is buying Mercedes?
Well, I mean, that's just what you see, though. I guess he body based that, but
he had a percentage. Yeah, he had a stat.
So that means that stat had to be collected by someone.
I don't know. I have no idea, bro. I just find him very humorous because you look up his funny moments. It is, oh my God, this guy's hilarious.
But if you say, listen, I'm black, I know I'm black. Yes, my mama is white. Yes, my daddy might be white, but my mom is black. My dad is black. I'm black. I've been black my whole life. I know that's how the world sees me. That's how I see myself. Get in where you fit in. I have no issue. I don't care if you light, bright, blue, black, purple. I don't care if you got green eyes or black eyes, nappy hair or curly hair. It don't make a difference to me. If you got the blood of Africa in you and you identify with us, I make no differences amongst us. Now, the other question, can you be pro-black and you date white? Absolutely not. Because when you marry a white woman, you're marrying into her community. You don't just marry a woman, you marry the family and you marry the community. So how can you be for African people marrying into the group that has historically and systemically oppressed your people? That doesn't make any sense. I play for this team, but I'm over here practicing with this team. This is the team I belong to. But I'm over there trying to help them win. That doesn't make any sense. You cannot marry a white woman and not be loyal to the white agenda against African people. It's no way around it. It's like when I see black men who say, I only date white women.
They give them
you are making a political decision. Who you date is a political decision. Who you marry is a political decision. Who you make children with is a political decision. If you are marrying white, sleeping white, cohabitating white, procreating white,
your wife is
your
loyalty.
I think who you marry is a 100% emotional decision.
Well, some people, it depends on your status.
Well,
some stuff is.
I mean,
What? Who you marry is an emotional decision. What does that mean? White folks don't give a fuck about your emotions, nigga. White folks don't care about your feelings, nigga. Fuck your feelings, nigga. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's an emotional decision,
That's
but
it
turns into a political decision.
If you're looking at your relationship, if you see it as political, then you don't have no emotion, then it wasn't love to me. Then that relationship probably
Yeah, it depends on how you were raised.
If you married, so she's black, so I'm gonna marry her.
A lot of things tie into
That's
that.
almost affirmative action, like for who you go marry. You like they're gonna be black, so that eliminates. So now I have to choose someone black. So you might choose someone that you don't even like that much because they black, just because you feel like you gotta choose a black person because Dr. Umar told you to.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's kind of like the most racist guy in America. This is basically
he is literally
he's
racist.
literally like that.
Like, I'm
the most
keeping it
racist
real,
guy
bro.
in America. He stands on his pro-white side. This guy stands on his pro-black side. So it's kind of like the same thing. Both are funny. I think if you're
Because they
pro-black
both
or
want
white, it's
division.
hilarious.
They both say don't mix, and I think like I
They're
don't
both
mean to go
hilarious.
back to this topic, but we're seeing in the Middle East when you try to separate two races of people that don't work.
No, I
you gotta
mean,
live
yeah.
together in peace for it. To
It
be
does.
peaceful.
Do people in Iran separate from themselves? Just asking. Do people in the Middle East separate themselves from one another? I think that's one of the reasons why not now, because their whole world is messed up right now. The people in not Sudan, Dubai. I mean, have you seen Dubai lately? At one point, Dubai was one of the most richest country. Well, I don't know if that's a country or whatever. It's one of the most richest cities. I don't know if that's a city or state. I've never been to Dubai. Have you seen it lately? I'm just gonna say this. Even though it's been flooded due to these idiots playing with God, maybe 2 years, they're gonna get this shit together. But all them cars, all those buildings, all those houses, all those mansions were built brick by brick by brick by them. Why can't we be more like Dubai and build brick by brick by brick? I want you to go see two movies. Find The White Man's Burden by John Travolta and the one brother who passed away 3 years ago. I forgot what his name was. The one that's a talented. I got to find out who that brother is. I am messing up. And then The Woman King. Yes, I said it. Go look at The Woman King.
It doesn't work, but some people, just I'm gonna say they're stubborn, but they just believe what they believe. I just watch the guy. He's hilarious.
I mean, I don't know. He's
No,
an intelligent
I'm not.
person. He
I'm
has an
not. I'm
opinion.
saying what I think.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
His reasoning behind his opinion. I mean, I guess that I see how that can make sense to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say like it was completely blasphemous. I could see how that makes sense to somebody.
No, definitely.
I don't know. I don't really think it's as deep as they make it. Like he's
bullshit, boy. You don't know how serious it is. You think just because they put you in the position to get a paycheck, they'll even give you a position to be an entrepreneur. Excuse me, as Corey Holcomb would put it, allow you to put yourself in the position to be an entrepreneur. What makes you think you're gonna sit at the head of the table? This ain't Roman Reigns. This ain't you ain't gonna be the tribal chief. As long as the 11 elitists as long as the elitists, as long as the elite are in that position, you will never be in that position. They're going to continue to fuck just to survive generation after fucking generation. The Bilderbergs. The Bilderbergs of the world. Y'all don't know shit, freshmen.
It's us versus them type
Because
mentality.
like that's
He said
basically
this
like,
team, that team, like
I'm like,
it's
bro,
basically
like,
like-
come on now. It's not. It's really. Is it really that serious?
I mean, I see what he's saying though. Like, you
And then-
can't pro-black. Okay. You say you're pro-white, then it means like you're for white people. If you say you're pro-black, then you're for black.
why
Using
can't you just be
pro,
for people?
you can be. That's what we are.
Okay.
But he's identifying
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
pro-black.
That's
So
what-
you
and
can't
I think that's a
identify as
problem.
pro-black.
I think that is a big
and
problem
then-
with America.
Yeah. You can't. He said you can't identify as pro-black and then go, date a white woman.
And then he said also another justification was because of what white people did to black people in the past.
Well, yeah,
that means you shouldn't be friends with white people by his logic. You shouldn't do business with white people by logic.
He never said that. He never said that. Because we all know in this country you had no other choice. You don't have no power. Don't have no power, and you definitely sure don't have the respect. So the only thing you can do is build up, go and get a job, get the money that you can get, save up, and try to build your own goddamn establishment. That's all that is. But you don't want to do that. You're so caught up in your own individual ways that you say, hey, this is too good for me. Why share with everybody else when no one was able to do for me? Why do I have to save up money to build up an establishment so somebody can come and tear it down? Hashtag Rosewood. Or you might say this: why should I build an establishment where everybody who's black don't even come to support me? Or they just want the big discount. They just want a discount. They don't want to come and support me.
By his logic, because you giving the white man money, you helping.
That's
It's
a very
a team.
flawed.
It's our
That's a
team
very
versus their
flawed
team.
ideology.
Like it is not.
I think
it
that
is not.
ideology
It is
very harmful.
I
think it's
rock
more
with Dr. Umar.
I think it's more harmful than it is positive.
Pro-black just is basically black power. So that's what he believes. I mean, hey.
Decision. If you are marrying white, sleeping white, cohabitating white, procreating white, then your loyalty is to white people. Get over there and stay over there.
If somebody said this,
Hell, white
the worst roles.
Bro, the most racist guy in America said that.
Okay,
and he's funny.
And look at his name.
No.
Look what you called him.
Yeah, we can damn near say
But they
this
don't
is
call him
just
Dr. Umar. Why we call him Dr. Joe Smith?
That's the problem in America. Yes, you're right. But this guy it's just funny to me. This is just humorous.
To white people.
I want to keep
Get
going.
over there and stay over.
Okay, it's humorous to you, but let you be the one getting pulled over by the cops. Let you get pulled over by the cops. Y'all love stats, so y'all love the statistics so much. The statistics show, and I quote, the black man is most afraid when getting pulled over by the police. And this is why you run. This is why you hesitate. This is why you start stuttering. This is where you make excuses. Instead of pulling your identification card along with your constitutional right card, which you should be getting, but never mind you Negroes. The most you can do is cooperate. when they say you have a right to remain silent, you automatically giving up your rights. You don't have to say anything. If they say search your car, be like, you're so quick to say, sure thing, officer. When you pull out your constitutional right card. Let me go and get this goddamn card
over there.
Have white females try to get at you?
Yes. When I was an undergrad at Millersville University in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, I had a white fellow psychology major, very nice person. Nothing bad to say about her. Her name was Beth. And Beth had a very big crush on me. I never forget it. We went to the Million Man March, the first one, October 16th, 1995, I believe it was. And we came back from the Million Man March, and we was in psychology class, and I had to go up to the front of the desk to talk to my professor. And when I got back to my desk, there was a card on my desk, but I didn't see her put it there. So I asked everybody, did y'all see the card? And everybody said, well, nah, we don't know who put it there. So I opened the card up, and all of this glitter and confetti and stars popped out. And she said, congratulations for going. You know, she had a big crush on me, and she let it know.
Expressly reserves all U.S. constitutional rights and chooses to exercise the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment. Therefore, the presented of or detainment and arrested by any police officer or public officer. These rights include, but are not limited to: number 1, the right to remain silent. Number 2, the right against. I can't see that. The right against unreasonable searches and seizures without a warrant. Number 3, the right to lawfully record police officers in public, except for Massachusetts and Illinois. The right not to be unlawfully harassed or profiled by police officers due to my race, religion, creed. And last but not least, the right to legally represent. Right to legal representation. So you pull out that card, they can't do anything to you. They don't have the right to search and proceed. All they can do is just give you a ticket and send you about your merry way.
So I could not do that. I've dated 2 Latino sisters, but that's only because they were Latino Africans. But once I learned that they did not identify with the race, even though they had our blood, then those relationships ended, you see. So you got to be African in order for me to entertain anything serious with you.
You being who you are now, do they try to get at you?
That's so funny.
He in the Charleston, bro.
Yeah,
he's dead ass, bro.
I think this is his character.
I think he's dead ass too.
I think this is his character, bro.
I don't think this is a character.
Hey, nah, this is too funny, bro. Like, how you gonna contradict yourself like that?
He said there was African Latinas.
And as soon as I learned there was an African, they didn't identify.
So you don't believe that Mexicans and Latinos, they're not part of the African lineage? What type of shit is that? These dudes is goofy as fuck, bro.
With that. Who do you identify with? Please tell me right now before I mess with you.
But that's a whole different culture. There ain't no such thing as African Latinos. What the hell?
Yes, it is, bro. What? Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, that's African Latinas.
Man, but that's a different.
Well, at least he got that right, so I'll give him credit for that.
Our culture still though.
Okay, but still, he wanted you to be black, even though you're
Oh
from
my
Puerto
God,
Rico and Dominico.
Oh man, we
like
weren't
it
even supposed
all.
to be reacting to this whole clip. It's just too funny.
A kill is a
Who
kill.
you are now? Do they try to get at you?
They do, but not to my.
This motherfucker right here really hates himself. I would love to interview this fool. Love to. Anybody who can find out who this fool is, please give me his information so I can interview this fool.
Face. So in college, it's to my face. On the job, it's to my face. Now it's in the inbox. It's through the text. So I regularly get messages from white women, Asian women as well, Asian women and white women who will send me a text message, a picture of themselves. I'm interested in you. I know you don't date outside the community. Nobody has to know. Could we at least just have tea and talk? I just want to pick your brain over some things I'm working on. They'll be in my Instagram. Yes, I probably get that maybe 5 or 6 times a month.
He living like that.
And let me be honest, I think some of them are being sent. You know, I think some of them are being, some of them are being sent. I think some of my enemies in the black community are sending them. I think some of my enemies in the white community are sending them. I don't know how many of them are genuine. I think a few of them are genuine, but I think most of them are part of a scam to try to test me to see if I'm really about what I claim I stand for.
I test them for sure.
But I tell you this, my biggest concern is not the white women, because I'm not going to date them. You know, that's just a violation of my principle. The sisters would be my biggest concern, because what the FBI and CIA does is they psychologically profile you. So when they psychologically profile me, the only possible weakness they could find with me is women. And when I say weakness, I don't mean that I'm weak for women. I mean that the only way we're going to get into his life is through a woman. He don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't party, he don't hang out. I'm a very old-fashioned person. I don't need much. I can stay in the house, watch my movies, read my books. I don't have to leave the house. I'm good. I'm a very old soul. So how do you get at somebody who doesn't have any vices? My only vice is I'm a single, unmarried, heterosexual black man. That's my only vice. So if they're going to come for me, they got to come through the female. There's no other way to get me. You know, they can surround me with brothers, but I already know to look right and left, keep my head on the swivel with the brothers, because I look at what happened to Malcolm, and I look at what happened to Garvey, I look at what happened to Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba. Most of them were sabotaged by the men in their inner circle. So I know to keep my head on the swivel around the brothers. The only way they could get me is through the sisters. And I've even had FBI people approach me and tell me, people who support me who are in the FBI. One sister told me, she said, they already have you profiled. They're going to start sending people after you. Please be careful. You know, if anybody comes up to you excited to work with you and they have no history of ever struggling for black people, you need to be really careful. I had another sister come up to me at a graduation. I spoke at a graduation in Philly several years ago, and she said, I'm an FBI agent. You would never even know it. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. This is what she said. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. And she was a sweet elder. And she said, I am an agent. I don't think she was sent to me. She was just giving me a heads up that you can't even trust the elders, because they have, if they think you're weak for elders, they will send you an elder FBI agent to infiltrate and bring you down. But you can't be paranoid. You can't be paranoid, because when I look at Malcolm and when I look at
Malcolm X, bro. Not Malcolm X. You just talking on YouTube.
He's done. Bro, he's just hilarious, bro. I can listen to this dude for an hour, because it's just so, like, it's just funny. It's just like a character,
I can't, bro. I can't do it, bro.
Why he's telling people to marry what race? I mean, he's not even married himself.
Exactly.
It's always
because he cut the cheeks, but I already know what type, bro.
He's disrespecting the black women by having sex with them and taking their souls from them and causing soul ties and not marriage.
But he does have a lot of, like, hashtag views, or, you know what I'm saying? So,
do he got any kids?
I don't know, man. I
Don't let me find out he got
Trolling this dude is a next level of funny. When Gideon pulled him on him, trolling him, that might have been the
He took
funniest shit
Gideon
ever.
money.
He did.
Hey y'all, you know I got
You say
idea.
he took Gideon's money?
Yes.
Hey, Dr. Umar, I want you to
What
come
do you mean
on
took his
so we
money?
can talk politics. So don't take, I'm not trying to follow you, but it would be funny to see you follow.
Hey, you know what we should do?
What do you mean he took his money?
Man,
I think
it's a video, bro. He took that boy. He sent him something to do a video or something. He took his money.
How much did he send him?
Like 100, 200.
I think it was like 200. I think
Something
so.
like that. I want to do a video with that Dumar, guys. If y'all would want to see that, please let us know.
I got a funny
Don't
video.
let this nigga fool
We
y'all,
gon'
man.
do hilarious,
Look. You know how he said they sending enemies? We gonna do a video.
He will never be with you cats. Ever. All he has to do is see one clip of this. Like, nah, next. He did that with Anton Daniels. He did what happened with a series of people. I think he did that with Charleston White too. These some goofy ass niggas. I'm done. I am so done with that. And I'm so done with these goofy ass niggas online. I really am. Because let's just face it. We're living in a different world now. We're living in a space and time where black people just want to be anybody, just be with anybody to fuck. That's what you want. You don't want to marry them. You don't want to spend the rest of your life with them. Well, let me take that back. You do want to marry. You want to marry outside your race, but you want to have sex. You want to violate. There's the word. Violate black women. You want to violate black women. I get it. You want to make them single mothers, baby mamas. And said, this white woman is my wife. She is my wife. She takes care of me like no other woman will. You're just as European as any European male. You don't even belong. What are you doing? Is Sharon still, you know what? I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna get off. This was so satisfying and this was so warm, warming to hear. Pause. But I have to hear this one more time, just one more time, from the brother Brownsfield. Let's go back. Let's just go back. Let's go back. Let me see.
He just said. That's literally what I just said. He just said.
Right,
he said he's going to get this white bitch at this party. He's going to get the white bitch from this campus.
Get to your point. Oh man, let me clear it up. Town. That's why you
just waved off what the fuck I was just saying. Like, fuck what I'm talking. Fuck my conversation.
He just send me your
Williams.
So listen, cuzzo, these Rim brothers fear what they don't understand. They hate what they can't conquer. I guess it's just a theory of man. You see, these Rim brothers, they rather spend $20 to silence me, a brother who lift women up, rather than spend $20 to take care of their kids and pay extra child support, or spend $20 to send their mothers a Mother's Day gift. You know Mother's Day is right around the corner, Rim brothers, but y'all not worried about that. Y'all worried about what Brownsville talking about, right? Because Brownsville are exposing all of y'all cheap tactics, all of y'all tricks, traps, and snares, right? Because what this conversation boils down to is it boils down to loyalty, right? And we understand that there's nobody more loyal on the planet Earth than a black woman. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. There's nobody more loyal on planet Earth than a black woman. But the problem is the most unloyal people on the planet Earth are black men. Because y'all don't want to take accountability. Y'all don't want to take responsibility. Y'all don't want to have an honest conversation and recognize that you guys are the problem, right? Because y'all lack self-esteem. Y'all lack the courage to just say to yourself, well, we got to raise our standards, right? You see, back in the 60s, when we had a proper value system, we had a culture, we had unity, right? Because number one in the value system was God, right? But when y'all decided to remove God from the top of your value system and replace it with sex, that's all y'all care about. So when y'all go to college, the few of y'all that do go to college and playing for a sport, y'all just chasing tail instead of trying to figure out who you are and do something better for your own culture, right? So we got to understand and come to some real truths around here and stop trying to silence a truth teller. But y'all don't want to be exposed. Y'all don't want to be highlighted in this fashion. Y'all just want to get on these panels, talk about yin yang nothing, and then denigrate and disrespect black women, right? Because a lot of y'all don't even respect your own black mothers, right? I've seen men come on these panels, disrespect their own mother, call their own mother a whore. So the same thing y'all do to these women on these panels, y'all doing to your own family members. And what I'm telling y'all to do is stand up, reevaluate your value system, get some real standards in your life, and be a real man and be willing to have a genuine conversation for once, right? Stop hiding behind this whole YouTube stuff, situations. Be honest, have an honest conversation, and just recognize and say, well, you know what? Yes, my standards are all messed up, all jacked up. I don't know how to be a real man. I need to learn. I wasn't taught by my parents. Just be honest about the situation and stop trying to blame all of your degeneracy on a black woman when you know it's you who are the main culprits of this problem, right? So the reason why these football players are going to college and they're dating these white women instead of finding a good black queen, because the black queens are going to college, the black men ain't going to college, right? You go into the houses of worship, you're not going to find many black men there, but you know who you're going to find? Black women, right? Because black men are very undisciplined, right? And that's the same way in these colleges, right? They're very undisciplined, right? And they don't have a sense of culture because their fathers, instead of teaching them how to be a black man and what's important about the culture, the fathers are spending their time in the strip clubs and in the brothels and not taking care of their own black queen, right? So their sons are going to school and they not knowing anything about their culture. They're not knowing how to be a black man. So they're gravitating to their lusts, right? So have a real genuine conversation, Hank, Big West. Y'all stepping on these panels, disrespecting black women and blaming black women for all of y'all misdeeds. Y'all got to stop that coward stuff, man. Have a real genuine conversation. Be a man, be a leader, and let's get to some peace and love.
Do you feel the same way about your cousin?
I mean,
he standing first filibuster the whole goddamn time.
Hold on. We had a fucking line.
For the football players, they're gonna grow to the highest.
I just wanted to listen to that last part before we departure. That was beautiful. That was some beautiful art indeed. Thank you, Brownsville. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to thank the rest of y'all for joining me today. Like and subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the one person who is subscribed to me. Just Being Jazzy, thank you for being a new subscriber. Thank you so much. And you too can subscribe. Ciao, people. Have a good day.